Thank you for watching Poetry in Motion with your host, D. Freeman.
You don't have to accept this barrier or condition you feel you've run into, or when things aren't going your way and you don't know just what to do. Look at this obstacle, scrutinize it, and search it completely through. Then look to God for guidance. He'll provide a clear path for you. There's always a way where there's a will to succeed. There's a supernatural strength that comes when you're in desperate need. Ralph Waldo Emerson says it best. There's a door in every wall. Also, our Heavenly Father says He'll help you. All you need to do is call. The door won't always be obvious when you're pressed against the wall. You'll have to turn and look for the opening, which may be ever so small. For many of us, walls and obstacles seem always to dun our path. We must have heart, faith, courage, strength, and endurance to make us last. We must also do our part to create this escaping door by preparing ourselves, wanting and striving always to do just a little bit more. There will be high walls, low walls, many walls of immeasurable sizes. We must never succumb to these barriers that rob us of a wealth of prizes. Some walls we encounter have been passed down through the ages. Together we must chip away at them, even if only in small groups or small stages. Each wall offers a door of opportunity to grow and move on toward success. We have a new day of opportunity. If we fight the good fight and open the door, let's not waste any minutes, any time, any minutes of it as we come through this door on wings that will soar. That is The Door of Opportunity, and that's in my very first book. I think I was trying to write a little bit thin. The Door of Opportunity. And we have with us a guy who's gonna strike out on a
You know what I'm going to
rare
do?
opportunity.
Not only am I walking through the door, Dee, but if it's closed in this new year, I'm breaking through it. I'm breaking through that wall.
All right, all right.
You better believe it. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
Your words are always so inspiring and so uplifting. There's no way that anybody cannot spend time with you and smile and feel good and feel energetic.
Aw, that's so nice of you to say.
Always a treat to be here.
Oh, well, welcome again. And we have with us today a famous person.
Infamous, actually, that was infamous.
Evan Michael Pensonault.
That's right. The last time I was here, I was just Evan Pensonault.
Yeah,
and,
you
then, and then we
were.
found this whole middle name thing. Who the funker?
Well, you're still the morning anchor and features reporter with WLNS,
You
right?
better believe it.
Okay.
They haven't lost me yet.
And you grew up in scenic Berkshire, Massachusetts?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that right?
that was home. Snuck home for the holidays.
Were you?
It was wonderful. Got to see the family. They still all remember me. So that's a win. That's a win.
Okay, that's a good thing. So, tell me today, who are you today? And are you a different someone than you were a year ago?
Well, on the short scale, today I'm tired but motivated.
Motivated.
Tired but motivated.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, what a great question, because a year ago when we talked, there were so many
It
things.
was almost exactly
Almost
a
the
year.
exact,
Yeah.
exactly. And what makes it so interesting 1 year later is that in this past year, there was a lot of hope but uncertainty. You know, as you start a new year and you have all these new goals and things you want to accomplish, things you want to try, and you're not certain how it's going to work out. And 1 year later, I think I know how it's going to work out,
All
and I
right.
can't wait to see where it takes me.
Okay.
Maybe this past year I wasn't sure where the path was, but now 1 year
You're
later,
getting closer.
I think I found the path.
Found
so
the
now I
path.
just want to make sure I've got the I've got the courage and the
To
and the
move.
chutzpah to go down it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Chutzpah. Okay.
I know. I just like that word. I like that word. One of my Jewish friends always says you got to have chutzpah.
Okay.
Don't ask me to spell it. I just got,
It spelled very different because
It's
I
gotta
was
be.
reading something just the other night. With
It's not
chutzpah in it.
phonetic.
It is not.
No, it isn't. But I'm gonna.
But I think you probably have it.
I'm hoping I
Whatever
do.
it is.
I'm hoping I do.
Whatever it takes. I know you'll.
That's the
you'll-
plan. That's the
you'll
plan
do
for
it.
this year. Whatever
Okay.
it takes.
Okay.
Get over
okay.
that wall. Get through that wall.
And I want you to tell us again what brought you to Pure, Michigan.
Oh man, what a!
I think by way of Macon, Georgia.
I was down
it?
in I was down in Macon, Georgia, doing the TV news down there. A little bit of reporting, a little bit of anchoring, did some sports, and a lot of times with TV, it's all opportunity. It's not necessarily where you want to go or where you're trying to go, because you kind of have to take what's available to you.
Okay.
And I was, who'd be foolish enough to say no, I want to pass up on an opportunity to go someplace new and to move up in my career, and that's what happened. They said, "Hey, we need a goofy-looking young white guy to come up to Michigan." I said, "Wait a second, that's on the top of my resume. Goofy-looking white guy with TV experience. Am I eligible?" And they said, "Only if you can start within 2 weeks." And so that's how quick I had to make that decision. This was back in July of '09, and I came up here on I think it was a Monday morning. Stayed at the Quality Inn on Saginaw, did the whole tour of the city and the station, saw Riverwalk.
Not in an hour though.
No. Thankfully they gave me a little bit more. But I think I only had about an hour to decide. I remember I wasn't even back on the plane yet, and I'm getting a message. "What'd you think? You like the job? You want to take the job?" Like, I got to call my family first. But it was a no-brainer, really, after getting to see the community, getting to meet the people. And now here we are, 5 years later. I cannot believe I've been here 5 years.
Because you hadn't planned to stay that long.
And maybe that's why I love it so much, and maybe that's why I think I've been fortunate enough to have some of the successes, because I didn't say that, "Evan, you're going to come here and you're just going to be here for 2 years. You're just going to come in, do the morning show, build up your audience, build up your experience, and then go on to something bigger and better." You know what? A lot of times, and I truly believe this, that bigger and better doesn't mean you have to go somewhere.
Okay,
You can find bigger and better no matter where you are if you got the right
you can
attitude.
create.
And you can create. And that's what we're doing. We're
Bigger and
creating now.
better.
We're creating now.
All right.
It's a lot of fun. Even at 4:30. People think I'm crazy for creating at 4:30 a.m., but I don't mind
Well,
it.
I'm able to watch you around 8-ish, 8:39-ish.
Yes, that's when most people say they see me. Hey, we caught you during the cut-ins.
Yeah.
We missed that whole 4:30 thing, but keep up the good work.
You're going to have to text me one morning, and I'm going to wake up and watch it.
You should.
4:30.
You
What are
better.
you saying to us at 4:30 in the morning?
I like to start the show with a lot of energy, a nice big good morning, a nice big smile, a little bit of a joke to tease people who have either stayed up all night or who are getting up super early because they're working that third shift. And then we just go, right into it. We just get, because you want to, it's like a car, if it has a hard time starting, maybe you'll never get it started. And so at 4:30, you better come in, that engine better be revving, because you don't want to run the risk of, "Good morning." 2.5 hours of napping, sponsored by.
But you've always had lots of energy.
I know. What's wrong with me?
Every time I see you.
What's
and
wrong
you're-
with me? I don't know.
You got an energy pill that you can share?
Well, I was joked about this, Dee, is that if I need to find a doctor I trust who can just synthesize whatever's going on with me. We can figure out the chemical reaction, bottle that baby up, retire, and just do good things.
All right. That sounds good. You better work on that.
The Evan Bull.
Oh, okay.
5-hour Evan G.
Okay. What are the times that we will see you in full action?
Full action. So, the show starts 6 this morning. Starts at 4:30 a.m.
4:30,
Goes to 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
4:30 to 7, no break, and then 7 to 9 we do the updates into national. And then every now and again, we'll make appearances at the noon show or the 5 o'clock show or the 6 o'clock show. People think that that's live. Here's a secret: it is taped. You don't want the morning guy live at 5 p.m. after he was live at 5 a.m. I'll tell you that much. There's not enough makeup in the world that can save a morning anchor from trying to look lucid at 6 p.m.
Oh, okay. So, and what station is that? TV6?
Yep, we are WLNS TV6, the CBS affiliate, but we're also on now on ABC 53. Our company had the good fortune to expand and offer more local programming on a number of different stations and sister stations, so we can reach more people and, as I like to say, spread more good news and make more of a difference. I know there's a lot of negative stuff out there, but I think that's where I come in. I think there's the Tell Me Something Good, the Pick a Place for Pinson, some of those fun segments of the show.
Yeah. Now, pick a place and tell me something good.
Yep.
That's one of my questions for you.
Uh-oh.
What are they? What's the difference between the two?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. The Tell Me Something Good franchise is more, I would say, personal in terms of the people telling stories about inspirational.
Do they call in?
People. A lot of it I find myself, believe it or not. People can call in and can email in, but I was very big about I didn't want to have somebody, like send in a press release.
Okay.
I really wanted to, when I was out there hosting things in the community, when I was out in a show, just talking to people and finding out their story that way, because then it's a little bit more real. You can relate to it a little bit more. It's more genuine as opposed to somebody giving you something and saying, here's the story.
Okay.
Do it this way. I prefer, and I think it translates better on TV when we find the story together, when it evolves a little bit more. And that's what I like to do with the Tell Me Something Good franchise. And the Pick a Place is very audience-centered in terms of they get to vote on where they think would be a good locale for me to kind of surprise and show up, whether it's maybe a beautiful historic building or a fantastic event or
on the Dee Freeman show.
We should have one. Where are the cameras? Look, we got to pick a place. But so that way they can vote online, because everything's very interactive now with social media and the website. So that allows the viewers to watch the show, vote in, and then whatever one gets the most votes. That's where they picked a place for Pinson on. I show right up.
Show right up. Now, is this monthly or weekly or how often?
The Tell Me Something Goods are weekly, every Friday at 5 p.m. and then every Monday morning throughout my morning show. So the Tell Me Something Goods are great that they air with such frequency. The Pick a Place are usually specials done at just certain times of the year.
I
we
see.
tried to do one in the wintertime, and then people kept picking outdoor events. Like, oh no, if the Polar Plunge wins on Pick a Place, the next place is going to be the hospital. Week 1, polar plunging. Week 2, sparrow. We save those for the warmer weather, I'm learning.
All right. So you continue to MC. I see you all over the place.
Trying to stay involved,
and support events. You volunteer a lot around town. What are some of the organizations that you find that are most dear to your heart that you like to dedicate your time to?
Well, thank you for asking, and I have to thank Mid-Michigan for the opportunity to do this. But anything that has to do with promoting the performing and the cultural arts, I'll go out of my way to make time for that, because that I think that is the biggest reason why I've been able to have any success in my career field, was my exposure to the arts at an early age growing up, getting to see musicals and shows, and getting to audition and be on stage myself. And I just think that really opened up this whole new side of me when I was younger. Allowed this personality to come out. I know it's a little much at times. I apologize. A little caveat emptor right there. But whether you're someone who's in their shell and the performing arts help you come out, or whether you're someone who will always be reserved, but you'll have a new appreciation for maybe learning and reading and seeing. I don't think there's a better medium and a better form of education than the performing arts and the cultural arts that allows people that opportunity and that exposure. So that's what I really try to devote a lot of my free time to in the Mid-Michigan community. On the board of the of the Arts Council of Greater Lansing now, on the board of
okay.
Riverwalk Theater, and obviously volunteering to help out at all of our wonderful music festivals and theater festivals, Jazz Fest, Blues Fest, Common Ground, Renegade Theater Festival, anything I can do. Much to the chagrin of my sleep schedule.
Yeah, but so one of the particulars is Riverwalk.
Yes. Fantastic
And,
organization, as you know yourself.
Yes, yes.
They've been wonderful.
And you are featured in a show coming up.
I know.
Are you
Can
not?
you believe it?
Yeah, A Shot in the Dark.
A Shot in the Dark. And why that...
Tell us a little about that.
I'd love to. Why that may sound familiar is that it was, of course, the movie that launched the Pink Panther series way back in the 1960s with Peter Sellers as Inspector Clouseau. And not many people realized where the source material came from. It came from a stage play adapted from a wonderful French comedy called Les Idiots. You can see where I'm going here.
The idiot.
Yes, exactly. You can see where the inspector, where the character originated from. And it was originally done in London in the early 1960s, starring, of all people, William Shatner as the lead.
Really?
And Walter Matthau as his boss. Now, these two characters, obviously everyone thinks of the Clouseau character as the bumbling chief inspector until we meet again and the case is solved. Moristan, the facts. Again, so I can't even imagine how William Shatner would have done that role. Moristan, the facts. Why aren't we pursuing the facts? So I'm very happy that the stage play didn't do well, because it allowed for the character to really grow and develop into what we all love now, is that very funny character, and we get to bring that character back to the stage 50 years after he originated on the stage. So that's been my goal, and trying to make this happen. Dan Pappas is going to direct. He's such a wonderful man and a talented man, and he's going to let me keep the French accent and all the physical comedy. So that's coming up in March.
That's coming up in March.
Mid-March.
Mid-March.
Yes.
Okay.
Mid-March, the show. We shall march on, because that is what we do when we are trying to solve a case. Keto, you fool! You didn't tell me the chair was on wheels.
We're sorry about that.
Next time, be more careful.
Really?
I could have hurt myself. Yes,
are you okay?
Yes, I am. Thank you. Everything I do has a purpose. Indeed.
Is that the actual way you'll be doing this?
I'll be doing a lot of fun stuff like that. Yes, a lot of physical comedy. I better check with my insurance plan.
I think you better.
Am I covered? Am I covered?
Okay. So now on when you left Massachusetts,
yes,
we discovered that you were an only child.
Oh man, I know.
So
doesn't it make sense now?
I think this.
It makes
I
sense.
was going to ask, are you still that spoiled boy? But I can very well see that you are.
I'll tell you, it was when I was younger, and people would always tease me for this, because all of my friends, they had siblings, or they had stepsisters and stepbrothers and whatnot, and it was just me. And my parents got divorced at an early age. Oh no, they're both wonderfully happily remarried and loving life. But it was one of those things where I was already kind of a goofy kid, doing all my voices and whatnot, because I didn't have any brothers or siblings. And then after that happened, it was kind of like, whoa, now it almost became a competition, who's going to like me more? Is it dad? Is it mom? Is it dad? Is it mom? I don't know what to do. So it was almost as if I was playing the role before I ever got into acting or theater or whatnot. So tough times then. I look back at it and say I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing. It developed me into who I am now, and I met some wonderful people after they went their separate ways. And now years later, we all keep in touch, and it's like one big family again, but with two separate families.
Oh.
Time heals all wounds, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
And they're wonderful people, wonderfully supportive of what I do. And they do still try to spoil me like nobody's business. What do you want for Christmas? I don't need anything. Why did you ship me that? Why did you mail me that? I told you didn't want anything. Well, you're our only son. We had to get you something. All right,
course.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Now, there's a rumor.
Uh-oh. It's true. Wait a second. No, wait. No, it's not true. Hold on. What's the rumor first?
About a variety show.
Oh, no, that's true.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a rumor at all.
A year ago, we were talking about the difference between a year from now. A year ago, that was a rumor. Yeah. We weren't sure whether that was going to happen, but when you introduced me on the show, you said Evan Michael Pinsonault, and there was a reason why. Because we have just launched the Evan Michael Show, a variety show, kind of as a wonderful homage to the golden age of television when you saw the Merv Griffin Show, the Mike Douglas Show, the Ed Sullivan Show, those fantastic hour-long programs that just put the spotlight on the performing arts, on the entertainers that you'd love to see or hope to see, and it was just good, clean fun. There was nothing controversial about it. You watched it, you smiled, you were entertained, and now we're bringing that back, and because we're doing it right here in Lansing, it's all about Michigan performers and Michigan people. Hence why we called it the Evan Michael Show. The M-I in Michael is in the logo of the state of Michigan for the abbreviation, and also we couldn't afford any money after the second N of Pinsonault. So we ran out of funding. So it was going to be
maybe it wasn't long enough.
It's going to be the Evan Pinsonault Show, and it didn't have the same ring to it. So he said, "Well, Evan, what's your middle name? Michael? Evan Michael, the point one." And that's so easy. Everybody can spell it, and it fits in with the logo and the mission of the show. So we'll call it the Evan Michael Show. And I said, "All right. I guess the pressure's on now."
So last year, though, you did have a show.
Yeah, we did like a pilot benefit to see how it would turn out, and we did that. John Dale Smith, such a talented band leader and conductor and musician. He's almost done, I think, every successful musical that's ever been done on the market. He's been behind it, you know. And his band, the World Class City Band, 6 of the most talented musicians in the area. Taylor Kelsaw, this amazing producer that comes over from Hollywood with his partner who took a job at MSU, so kind of like me, just came to the area randomly, and he had an experience in television out there. He said, "I wonder if I can, try to create some local programming," and he did very successfully with a few other shows, and then we met, and he goes, "Why don't you and I team up?" I said, "Yeah, you better believe it, buddy." And so for the past year, we've been working on putting this together, and it is now on the air, 10 p.m. Saturday nights, My 18, WHTV, the My 18 network, with some replays during the week on the CW station, and we plan on going, from now straight through May, and then maybe taking a break for the summer, because what makes this very exciting, Dee, is not just the spotlight on the performers who are on stage, like Prince Span, wink, wink, nod, nod, and on these great performers who are singers and dancers and instrumentalists and magicians and painters and comedians, all a true variety show. But it's also on the talent behind the scenes. We're partnering up with Michigan State University and some other local schools and ideally high schools to bring on students who are talented in production, in lighting, and design, and editing, and so that way it's an experience for both sides of a TV show, and they're going to get credit for it, so they can enroll in a class and say that they worked on an actual TV show as opposed to like a student project. It's a learning experience, it's an educational experience, it's an entertaining experience, and it's all about the great people, places, and performers and performances that are around mid-Michigan, and then as we branch out around the state.
Oh, okay. Well, we've run out of time, and I didn't
I
get
know, I
you
talked too much.
I
I'm
didn't.
sorry.
No, I didn't get you to tell me something that no one else knows. I wanted you to whisper it to me, and I wouldn't tell anybody.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Well, here, I will tell you one quick
What?
fun fact, though. My friends know this, but I am deathly afraid of spiders. I am so arachnophobic, like
So am
that. But embarrassingly so. Like if I could be in the room and it could be across the room, and I'd have to be like, I can't come in.
Can't come in the room.
No, I can't risk it. Evan, it's the size of a nickel. No, I saw arachnophobia. No, not for me.
Okay, I won't tell anybody. And
We can edit that out, right?
I know no one will
See, now I'm looking under
bring
the
a
table.
little rubber spider
Oh.
around. Thank you so much for being here with me.
An absolute treat as always. I appreciate it very much.
Okay.
Look forward to the next time.
Look forward to your show.
We'll see you on the Evan Michael Show.
Hey.
Gotta come guest host with me.
Okay, that sounds
Spread
good.
some inspiration.
Thank you also out there for being with us. Be proud, be productive. By all means, be blessed.
Tune in next week for more messages of blessings and inspiration. Guests sharing life and education. Words of powerful motivation. And editorials for deep contemplation. Until then, be blessed.